because I'm gonna be honest, I usually feel pretty good at the end of drafts. This one, not as much. It was probably my own fault, take responsibility here. Didn't do too much research, didn't do much looking into it. Was kind of busy, and then just kind of said, hey, last weekend, let's get a fantasy league going. And we jumped in there and, got the draft going and put the team together. Even though it was, 3-4 days after the season started. Not a big deal to me. It is what it is. But taking a look at this team, with the first overall selection, we have none other than Jack Eichel. I like the Eichel selection here. Honestly, beyond, I think we picked 8th, 7th, I forget where it was now, 7th or 8th, 12th team league. But Vasilevsky went right before us. I really liked Andre Vasilevsky here because just, if I'm being completely frank, when you looked on all the goalies list, it's important to get a guy that's going to be a good goalie and he's going to guarantee some wins. It felt like he was the biggest slam dunk one in there. And unfortunately, couldn't get him. Got Jack Eichel. Jack Eichel, who, by the way, has been nothing but short of spectacular since he's been in the NHL. The problem is he can't stay healthy a lot of the time. You bring Taylor Hall over there with him, this guy could really light it up this season. So I love the Jack Eichel pick here. Still feel pretty good about that number 1 selection. Number 2, second round, you gotta be like, what's this guy doing? What is this? Tuukka Rask, baby. Tuukka Rask in his second round. Again, the goaltender thing when you do fantasy drafts, especially in hockey, it's so hard to tell if teams are going to go heavy goaltenders early, if they're not going to go heavy. And the fact of the matter is, it would have been, another 14 picks until I selected again. If all, 5, 6, 7 of the top goalies were off the board, would have been stuck without an elite goalie. So we reached a little bit for Tuukka Rask here. I know no Pasternak, it's still a pretty solid team in Boston, and Tuukka's still been pretty filthy over there. And hopefully he's going to win some games for us this season because he's going to be a big part of this team. Then we went Roman Josi in defense. This man was an absolute stud last season. Love the way he played. Third rounder? Pretty good area here. One of the top defensemen to take there. Bolster up the team. Then back in net, we went to Freddie Anderson. Again, it's important to get 2 starting goalies. Make sure you have them, locked down there. And try to get starting goalies that are going to win some games. That's my main focus there because it's so many goalies in a league can just go out there and have a bad season from a save percentage goals against average. It happens all the time. Outlier seasons happen. But if you put yourself on or you pick a goalie on a winning team, they're always going to be put in a position to win games. And I think Freddie Anderson in that division right now has a chance to load up on a lot of wins this season. Love the Freddie pick. Then I think we went Kyle Connor next, indeed. Love the division in Toronto. Here's my theory on it. It's honestly, no offense to any of the teams in it, but it's a weak division from a defense standpoint. I think that's going to be a high-scoring division. Lots of goals put up, trying to stack up on players, on teams that know how to score the goals in those weaker divisions. Kyle Connor was a guy that put up well over 30 last season. Gonna do it again this season, I think, again. Big pickup there. Again, we had Jack Eichel. You had Elias Lindholm a little bit later in the draft. I always have liked Lindholm. Picked him last year, picked him this year. That first line of Lindholm, Gaudreau, and Monahan? Is that right? Monahan. They played stellar in 2018. 2019, I don't even know what way to call it. 2018, 2019, 2019, 2020. I'm so confused with the years now. But last season, that line, they cooled off a little bit. This man's still a goal scorer for these guys, though. I like the addition there. Alexi Lafreniere got him later in the draft, baby. I'm just saying, if he gets to play with Panarin, he gets to play with Ryan Strome, whoever they put him with. I mean, this guy's already, number 1 overall pick. He's going to put up numbers. You put him with a guy like Panarin, or even Zibanejad, he's got a chance to really be a stud here, I think, in his first year. William Karlsson, he's sitting on our bench. He was a bench stash player, but again, a Vegas division. I think the Pacific, kind of like the I ain't going to call it the Pacific, I guess. Kind of like the Canadian division. What do they call that now? The Western division? Kind of like the Canadian division. I think they're going to give up, some goals. A little bit of a weaker division there, like the Karlsson pick. Yorkstrand, Oliver. I mean, he's a Blue Jacket. He's more of a sleeper than anything. He's kind of a guy where I'll be completely frank. Sorry, Yorkie, but I'll drop your butt right freaking now if I have to. But I like the chance of this guy. He gets hot and he kills it. So, you know what? Ride the hot streak. Foligno not on the team. I think we are out of players. No, Ryan Strome is on the team. Picked up Ryan Strome again. Playing with Panarin. Say he outperformed last season and he might do it again. That's fine. He's going to play with Panarin. He put up them points. I am all for it. Sign me up every day of the week. Cam Atkinson, again, not on the team. Jenner, Koivu, and Dubinsky are all just players that are on the Blue Jackets because that's the roster. I think you have 2 forwards, 2 centers, 2 right wings, 2 left wings, 3 bench players. The bench is really small. But that's the way Yahoo has it set up this season, the way it looks there. Got to get in those Yahoo Pro Leagues, though, baby. So we'll follow their rules if that's how it has to go. On defense, though, again, Roman Josi, Adam Fox. Again, I'm riding the Adam Fox growth here. He had a great season last season. You don't hear a lot about his offensive production, but for a younger guy, this man takes another step forward on a team that should put up a lot of goals. I like Adam Fox here. Jacob Slavin, same story. Carolina was an elite defender for him last season. Shea Theodore. Now, to be honest, I think Theodore didn't really think about Pietrangelo on the pick there because Pietrangelo is going to take some of that time Oh, wait, maybe. I always think Jones, Werenski, Burns, Carlson. It works. You can have the two defender game. And Shea Theodore is a shot machine, and shots are so important. Especially out of a defender, if you can get it. I love the addition here. He's got a lot of, the shots. Again, Vegas team that's going to win games. He's going to get the plus minus for you. Try to look in that department as well. And he is going to get some points for you regardless there, with or without Pietrangelo, I think. So hopefully he can still pay out there. And then again, the bottom line, Kukin and Savard, two guys just on the Blue Jackets, didn't make the team. They're just filling out the roster. We'll see, though. We'll see if EA thinks we put together a good enough fantasy team here to win a Stanley Cup. Again, if I'm being honest, you guys can grade me. Give me the grade on the fantasy team here. I'm saying I'm being like a C. I'm feeling a C or a C+. I think the early rounds is what the issue was there. It was difficult to figure out. I like 10-team leagues better than 12-team leagues in the first place, but the goalie thing is always so difficult every year, especially if you draft with different people every single year. You don't really know the direction they're going to go, and you got to make sure you get a good goaltender. You don't want to get stuck with guys running in backups. And again, this season's shortened season. You want to try to capitalize on the teams that you felt most comfortable with getting the wins. 4 categories for goalies, 6 categories for skaters. So it's an important category or an important position, even though you only have 2 of them. And again, as far as one thing I think about is probably could have got some more defensive depth. I think my one big issue here, I can live with the Tuukka Rask, even though I'm concerned how they play without Pasternak, is the Roman Josi pick. There's so many good defenders. I thought we had a really good decor besides Roman Josi. There's so many other good defenders out there. Maybe could have stacked up on another forward instead in that draft spot. But other than that, I think we can make it work. A lot of the draft, or fantasy sports in general, got to play the waiver wire properly there, get the good free agents out there if you can. We'll see how she goes. Love to hear your guys' thoughts, though, nonetheless. This team, 32, 25, and 4 on the season. Looking like they're going to be a playoff team. So, hey, we got that going for us, at least, I guess, here. Wasn't all bad from that standpoint. Blue Jackets, this is a tough division. We're talking right now, 4th place, wild card team. Blue Jackets struggling in the month of March. They're going to make playoffs. Yes. Okay, there we go. Barely. Like to see Pittsburgh in the first round. Blue Jackets, Penguins, that can usually get a little bit, scary for the Blue Jackets to say the very least. Jack Eichel, 81 points on the season. Decent. 86, I was going to say 81. 61 out of Josi. Yeah, we'll take that. Fantasy team will take 61 points out of Roman Josi all day, every day, especially considering it's, a 56-game season or whatever it is. Give me it. William Karlsson, 53 points, 18 goals, 35 assists. Decent. 52 out of Lindholm, 52 out of Connor. Atkinson up there. Ryan Strome, 43 points, 82 games. Half a point per game. You're going to have to do better than that, Ryan Strome. I guess we didn't give you Panarin. I don't know what else to say there. Had to help you out a little bit more than we did. Theodore down here a little bit. How's the shots on Theodore? 120. Where's Shea? Shea, I'm expecting 200. Is that a little unrealistic in a shortened season? Maybe. How about 170? Well, it's 170 would be nice, Shea. It's just Slavin down there as well from a point standpoint. That's what we're worried about here. We want to see more points out of our defenders than this. Boys, telling you. Hey, plus minuses were good, though. Plus minus also a category. Also matters there. So good for them guys there. As far as the goaltending is concerned, 913, 917. Decent. Good performances, actually. When you get that plus 910 in this game, we'll take that. 17 and 12 for Freddie. 26 and 22 for Rask. I guess our team struggled in other departments because that's, again, above average for simming standpoints in this game, or simming standards, I should say, in this game. Yeah, 3 goals per game. That's not us. 2.85 goals per game. Goals against was pretty filthy, though. 2.5. As expected, team was stellar in that area. The Penguins, though, were drawing in the first round, 106 points. A little bit intimidating. Tampa, 108. Hey, we like to see that. See, that was the thing. We wanted the Tampa team because you won 108 points. That would have been a lot of wins with Vasilevsky. Not to mention Vasilevsky, good goalie. He's going to give you that high save percentage. Stacked team, lower goals against. Everything was there for Vasilevsky. And I'm usually a guy that avoids the goalie in the first round. But it really felt like this year it made sense to take the goalie in the first round because everybody else just seemed, again, so up in the air. You got the goalies that are hurt. You got some teams with question marks. It felt like Tampa was the one lock there. It is what it is, though. Game 1 dub. Game 2 loss. Heading into Columbus, we're going to pick up a win in game number 3. Can we upset these Pittsburgh Penguins in the first round? It's looking pretty good right now. Let me tell you what. Give me it. Overtime loss. Okay. All right. It's just one game. Just one game. Let's go ahead and take game 6, though. I don't really want to go to game 7. There you go. Perfect. Columbus in 6. The upset of the second best team in the conference, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Can the Blue Jackets continue the hot streak here against the Philadelphia Flyers? A tough team to play. Blue Jackets dominating them in the past, though. This last year, though, things started to change a little bit. That's going to happen. You're going to go out there and win for 13 years in a row. You're probably going to lose for a few years as well. It is what it is. Big W there in game 1. Going to lose game number 2, though, heading into Philadelphia or Columbus there for game 3. Again, big W. Been doing really well in the return home games so far of these Blue Jackets. Can they keep it up here? The answer is yes. 3-1 series lead against these Philadelphia Flyers. We're going to end it here. Yes, sir. Look at these Blue Jackets sim up, baby. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't sure where he's going to go. Struggled in the season, wild card team, but they are ready to roll right now. The Jacob Slavin list. Carolina Hurricanes got the Blue Jackets in game 1, and they got the W in game 1. Blue Jackets going to play from behind here, something they don't do too often. We'll see what they're going to do here. 0-2, got to win the home games, and they're going to, actually, no, that's a lie. We started as the home team in this one. Carolina, another underdog story, I guess, here. Blue Jackets going to win game 3. Haven't lost one all of playoffs. Here we go, game 4. Blue Jackets tie this series back up. Just what you want to see heading back home, and they lose game 5. They can't win the home games. You gotta win the home games here. Blue Jackets heading into Carolina, game number 6. It is all tied at 3 APs. Game 7, here we go. Didn't even jump into that game. I wasn't even thinking about it. Just kind of crossed the mind there. Like, oh, maybe we could have jumped in that. See how it went. Nonetheless, here we go. Blue Jackets, baby. 3-1 after 1. Laffy, Lindholm, and Slavin put him in the back of the net here for the Blue Jackets. We're going to go to the third period. Blue Jackets in firm control of this one. 2-goal lead. Just got to be careful here. Protect the lead. David Savard putting him on at the point there is what it is. Nothing bad here. No turnovers at the point. Please and thank you. That'd be appreciated. Ryan Strome, same story. Blue Jackets on the penalty kill. Carolina coming up empty-handed. Blue Jackets power play themselves. Mrazek coming up strong on Lindholm or on Strome over there as well. Love to see it. 2 minutes left. It looks like Blue Jackets heading to the Stanley Cup Finals. Count on it. Count on it, baby. This team's going to the Stanley Cup Finals. Hey, what a team. What a team. It was a rocky season. All of a sudden, hey, let's go to the finals. Who we got? Chicago? Nashville. The Roman Josi-less Predators in the first round. Again, we're taking these teams' top defenders. They don't care. They're playing well. W there for the Predators. Blue Jackets find themselves down 0-1 once again. 0-2 once again. Can they fight back is the question here like they did against Carolina. Game number 3. It's not looking good. Blue Jackets facing a potential 4-game sweep here against the Nashville Predators. Hey, they made the conference finals though. Pretty solid team there. Preds going to jump ahead 1-0 on the Tolvin in goal. Period 2. Eichel trying to bring him back in it. Ryan Johansson, though, the ex-Blue Jacket says not so fast here. Nashville up 1 goal. Third period. Blue Jackets got to get something going. Saros is playing out of his mind. This man is carrying this team in the third period. Blue Jackets power play. Here's their chance. They're going to get nothing. Nothing but shots from the boards here. Got to get some more high opportunity shots. You want to win this game. Predators defense playing strong though without Roman Josi. And the Blue Jackets though, they're going to tie it. Blue Jackets tie the game heading into overtime. Just a couple minutes left. Brandon Dubinsky on Saros. Here we go. Blue Jackets still have a little bit of life here. Let's see what they can do. Saved by Rask. 3 of them to start the period here. Blue Jackets first shot by Kyle Connor. Saros with the big save. Laffy getting one on there as well. Nothing doing. Power play Blue Jackets. Here's their chance. Getting nothing though. Empty-handed. Defense of Nashville continues to play strong. Power play. Preds. Blue Jackets penalty kill. Coming up strong themselves there. Lindholm on Saros. And we're going to a second overtime here in Columbus. Blue Jackets still have a chance. Here we go. Game. Predators going to score it. Okay then. Is what it is. Victor Arvidsson. A little bit of a weak angle there. Goal goes in on Tuukka Rask. And the Predators are going to win the Stanley Cup. But hey, guess what? Team made the Stanley Cup Finals. I think we drafted all right according to EA there. Art Ross, Cooch. Hart, same story. Norris going to Petro. That should be going to Shea Theodore, man. That's our player. Oh, well. Lady Byng, Kucherov, Calder going to Wallstrom. Forsberg getting a Conn Smythe. Vesna going to Varlamov. William Jennings going to Banner over there. Mastodon Johns, hello. Ryan O'Reilly winning his award as per the usual. Lindsay and the Ovi Award. You got the Ovi and you got the Ryan O'Reilly Award at this point in time. I think we're going to start calling them. That's going to wrap things up, though, for this video. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate you consider subscribing, liking the video. You never have to, though. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.